I think they've really shown everybody like how it's done. And if you do it properly, they've shown how much of a big audience there is for this kind of content. I mean, I really think that they've aced the launch as I've seen in the progressive world. So, for instance, it's funny. I find that Krystal Ball and Saagar, they both keep on saying this, and I think that this is not actually, at least to me, this is not what is shown. Krystal Ball and Saagar, they both say, we're blown away by the reaction that we've had, and it just shows how much people hate corporate media. No, we already knew that, like that a lot of people hate corporate media and they're looking for other sources. I think what they've really shown is like how much of an appetite and capacity there is, like already on YouTube, for people to watch this kind of content if you do it properly. And I think doing it properly, there are really two things that you need, which they're doing. And of course, first you need to be interesting, know stuff, and people want to listen to you. But if you have that going, then you have to stay true to yourself, right? Which is easier said than done. Maybe that's what happened to TYT, who were kind of one of the originals of showing what is possible, if you put like production and content together. And then the second one is just being as professional as possible, which is exactly what they've done. Professional set, professional launch, everything. So I think they've really shown the capacity. Look, they have 260,000 or more followers already. And I don't want to like name names. And if you're a new YouTube channel when you just started, like the Vanguard, of course you can't have a launch like they had. I'm not talking about them. But I've seen like more established people, and they've like launched a new channel, which is like their fifth channel. They've had a bunch. And I think if they would have, did a little bit what Saagar and Krystal did, they could have had far more viewers right now already. But yeah, I don't know what you think of that, what you make of that, any comments or anything.
I think the things you said all helps, but I do think I don't know if it shows there is a hunger for that type of content out, or this type of content out there. It's just that first, I do think they benefited. I didn't know Saagar before he was on the hill and stuff. So I do think they enjoy quite a name recognition as well. So I think that played a bigger part in attracting an audience.
But
we discussed this before, so I know exactly what you're referring to. Like,
and I don't want to name them, so don't name the other channel.
Yeah. But I do think the fact that Saagar is right wing and Krystal is left wing generally gives them a broader sort of share of. And Krystal is I would say, I mean, she's very good on majority of issues, but she's not quite sort of left wing. Like, she's not somebody who's as divisive as, let's say, Aaron Mate or Jimmy Dore.
Fair enough. But let's say, just imagine this: they left the hill. They don't really set it up like this, all this preparation work. And then, they kind of start doing something in a studio, where they're still doing like podcasts every day. They maybe start right away, like already on Monday. And, they're kind of sometimes at home, sometimes in this kind of studio thing. I would highly doubt, despite all these things that you're saying that are true, that they would have this kind of level of success if that professionalism wasn't there.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, you have a point. Yeah,
but
and I would.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I would guess because they have a broader audience, bigger segment of their audience is probably cares about the production value. And to be fair, I enjoy a program that is like well produced, like Kyle Kalinske. I mean, his content over the years has always been good, but obviously as the production value has gone up, I enjoy the videos more. So yeah, definitely. But I just do think they enjoyed the name recognition really helped.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if you don't have that name recognition, I don't think you can. The market is hard to create. Like, you have to create that market for yourself, and it's going to take time and all that. So.
But I'm talking about exactly in a context where people know you, and there are other ones where people know them. Of course, otherwise what I'm saying makes no sense, and we're the biggest hypocrites because I'm sitting in my room and you're sitting in front of a few books, so put that aside. But and other shows have shown the possibility of this before, which is the Young Turks. I mean, the Young Turks, once upon a time, right? They were liked and had a lot of views, and they became big. Maybe they became too big. That's maybe the one thing that made them,
To
you
be
know, maybe
fair,
maybe that's the reason. Or Democracy Now! Also, Democracy Now! We can't see their numbers like that because it's not on YouTube. But at some point, I think if, let's say, if they were on YouTube, they would have had very impressive views.
and to be fair, I think the Young Turks and so I mean, I never looked into the detailed analytics of these things, but I think they still do have, just because there is a significant number of people who don't like them doesn't mean everybody hates them
No,
or
100%.
stuff. So
But there's no way they're doing the same views and same amount of views as they were, you know, at their peak, which was what, 2015, let's say.
I don't, yeah, I never really looked into. I think, yeah, maybe actually we gonna get into that, but Jordan Charlton news about the Flint water thing, that was their height, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't know. I mean, you, because you said once upon a time they showed, and I think they still get quite good views. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
yeah,
they're leftist anymore, but
yeah. No, no.
but they
Fair,
would.
fair enough there.